Same thing goes with you, just so that, yeah, I watch my language. I'm normally really tame,
Right,
but
Chris?
sometimes, sometimes you get a little frustrated at some things. Okay.
Like I did last night with the Space Pirates.
Yep. Speaking of which, I got a big surprise. If I could just get to a right distance to... Okay, maybe I have to land first. Okay. So,
Oh, is it what I think it is?
what is it?
A freighter.
Yes. Not just any
Oh,
freighter, though. See, in this game, there are two types of freighters. There are the normal freighters that you'll find hanging around. Sometimes you'll save them for in space missions. And then there's the freighter that I'm about to show you. Okay, I'm just gonna land close to you, wherever you are.
okay, shatters exactly.
Ooh,
Oh, sick! I just got 10,691 units.
nice.
13 hostile creatures. That's some pretty easy money.
So then there's this freighter. These types of freighters.
Oh, just lagged a bit for a sec.
Oh, my bad.
You good?
But look
No,
up.
no, no. Pause needed. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa!
Then there's the super freighters, which you can
Oh
only
my!
find these when you jump into certain systems.
Is that like the
And
ultra rare systems that you need the special boost for?
well, they just offer a bigger inventory space. So you know how when you can hold 250 of, say, oxygen, just a base resource, just going to pick oxygen. Your ship can hold 500 of that, and a freighter, one of its compartments can hold 1,000.
Oh my!
So I'm pretty sure with
What?
every resource in the game, whatever your ship can hold of that, the freighter can hold double.
That's insane.
Yeah, so it took me about an hour to find this, but I managed to find an A-class freighter with 34 inventory slots, which for that amount, it's insanely big. It's a lot of shit. It's a lot of slots
Yeah,
in it,
I'd say
and that is now my mobile base.
that's amazing.
Yeah, there
I
there are a
gotta
few
go off
different
plan.
variants of super freighters.
Okay.
That one, I think the closest resemblance of this in other terms is a Star Destroyer or a Venator
Star
class
Destroyer,
cruiser
you said.
from, yeah. So you know what? You obviously heard of Star Wars, right?
Oh yes.
Yeah,
That's the first thing that came to mind when I seen this beautiful piece of machinery
yeah.
float above my head.
It took me a few tries to find this, and then a few more to find one that would be suitable for what I wanted it. Because a lot of the most common ones you'll find is anywhere from, I think, 20 between 20 and 30 slots, and anything more
Hold
than
on, let
that
me stop you
is,
for a second. Hold
yeah.
that thought. Clouds just cleared, and let me say, oh my, this thing is beautiful. All I could see before were just the outlines of like the lights, but now I see it in all of its magnificent glory. Sorry, continue. I just wanted to
But in terms of
take note of that.
compartments, I think it'll hold up. A freighter can hold up to 40 slots in it, if I'm correct in that one. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so about
Wow.
42 slot. A shit maxed out freighter can hold 42 slots. And the closer you get to that, obviously the more expensive it is, but the rarer the ship variant is.
And you got that for free.
Yes, you always get your first freighter for free. Which is why
That's insane.
I didn't get the first one that we found until because I knew this was one of the ones I wanted to end up with. I think it's, with the exception of the color of it, it's almost exactly like one of my other ones I have on my good file.
I have a what do I have? I have a Zotac 1080, and like, I don't know. That thing's presence is even making my shaders a little whack. That's amazing. I love it.
I know,
Sad.
it is awesome. So my suggestion for you to find just large freighters is to go to galaxies that have a quote unquote high level of economy. You'll need an economy scanner on your ship in order to, when you go to your warp drive menu, it'll oh, you have one?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so it's very similar process to how I said you should plan your jumps. You know, go to the galactic terminal, go to the space station, buy the components up there, and then warp to a galaxy that those components sell high in. It's similar to that, except you're only looking for anything that implies that it's a very rich galaxy. So wealthy, prosperous, high economy, etc., etc. I'm not quite sure of all the terms that it'll use for that.
Righteous.
And then those systems give you the highest chance of finding a good class ship with a big inventory space. Honestly, I could have probably kept farming, or not farming, but just kept going and going and going until I found one that had like maxed out space and be an S class, but I didn't really want to spend that much time with it.
Very true.
Yeah, these things cost this one probably would cost you close to 100 million units. And I got mine for free.
100 million units, you say?
Yeah, the most expensive ones I believe cost 120 million units, or close to that.
That's like a year's worth of work.
Yeah, it takes a lot of resources to make that up. Or if you have the proper refinery system set up, takes hours to get that kind of money. And
by the way, I see what you mean by the residual goop taking a long time to break down into nanite clusters, but yeah.
It's worth it in the end because you don't really want to sell them.
Definitely.
But it just takes forever to do. You'll go away for 5 minutes, come back. Oh, nope, it's still refining. Or sometimes I've had it where I've went away for 10 minutes, came back, and oh, I forgot to fill up my fuel. So my refinery's just been sitting there for... Yeah.
I kept a good eye on it last night. Though there were a couple times I did have that scenario arise. Alright, I want to see this thing. Take me aboard.
Alright, well, hop on.
And then I gotta go sell some stuff after so I can have more inventory space again. Oh, yeah, also, I crafted, what is it asking me to do? It's asking me to craft some antimatter. So,
ooh, nice. Yeah, you'll need condensed carbon.
I already did that. I created like 4 of them, so I guess I didn't have the mission to select them.
Probably not. Alright, so this thing is massive, but unfortunately you can only really explore a small chunk of it. I kind of wish they would update your freighters so that you can customize it a little more.
That'd be really cool. I'd appreciate that. How do I get inside this thing? Top side?
Yep, very top side. There'll be a, I guess a blue glow coming for where you can enter. And currently in here I have... The nice thing about your freighters too is when you get one, it'll store all of your ships that you currently have in it.
That's beautiful. I saw one last night that looked like Star Fox's ship.
I
only had 2 tool slots.
Oh, I see.
It had the exact same amount of space as your starting ship, except for the fact that instead of 4 tool slots, you can get 2.
So yeah, I currently have 2 other ships. A the starter ship, as you know, and a busted up ship. So sometimes when you go to craft, you know the site that you started with your ship, with your very first ship, and you had to build up. Sometimes you'll find something like this over here. Just a little bit to your left, this guy. So it'll be broken down, and you'll have to fix it back up. This one...
What, over here?
No. The one I'm standing right beside.
Interesting, there's nothing in front of me.
Oh. That's weird.
Yeah.
What if I do this? Okay, maybe there might not be... Oh. That's interesting. That's weird. But anyways, this one here actually is a good fighter and has a lot of spaces inside of it. So that's the reason why I keep it. But normally with these kinds of ships, you don't really want to hang on to them because you got to repair all the broken components. And you'll have broken stuff on the ship that requires you to fix it up before you can use an inventory slot. So most of the time it's not worth it. This one has 26 slots, is a B-class fighter, and has 4 Starship technology slots. So because of that, I decided, you know what? This is actually a decent ship to find. Obviously, you could find better ships than this. Like, the max amount of ship inventory you can find is 48. And those things also can cost around 120 million units to find a ship like that. So, yeah. Anyways, yeah, it's worth it. You'll occasionally also have some other shit, like other people NPC ships flying in here, like this one. And
That's nice. You can just walk up and make an offer if you like the ship, kind of deal.
yep.
This game's so cool, man. I love this game. It's now my new favorite game.
It is a very fun game. I do love it. So if we just come to the doors and up the ramp, you'll see the fleet command room. All fleet command rooms look exactly like this one does. And from here, well, with the addition of a couple other rooms, like there's a fleet command room or commander room over that way. You can choose where to send out your eventual small navies to. So frigates and that sort of stuff. So I sent one out last night, and it just came back, and now I get to see what exactly am I about to get from this. So I got some thermal condensate, superoxide crystals, some units, superconducting fibers, a tiny bit of units, and nothing else aside from that. So in total, 25,000 units. One piece of, if I could find it, thermic condensate, which is worth 50,000 units, superoxide crystals, which is worth 5,100 units, or you can use a refinery and downgrade it into oxygen, and superconducting fibers, which is worth 100,000 units for 2, and they sell well in scientific component systems.
Cool. Sorry, what did you say it can break down into oxygen? That's one thing I've been looking for, kind of.
Superoxide crystals. You'll occasionally find them in floating crystals. Alright, now I get to send the fleet back out again. It does take fuel, and to craft the fuel you require dihydrogen and tritium. So it gives you a really good reason to go up into space and start farming asteroids, as well as looking for all the dihydrogen you can find on the planet's surface.
Awesome. I got some uranium last night. I got 4 pieces of uranium, so it's 1/3 of what I need to create that crazy crystal. That's worth 150,000 a piece.
What are the other pieces that you need?
I also have the see, I would be able to check that if I had any free inventory space. Do you mind if I transfer something to you momentarily?
Sure.
Alright, I'm gonna transfer you for navigation.
Oh, sorry.
There you are, brother.
Alright. Hold on, I thought I heard my name calling. I'll be right back.
You know? How does one make dioxide? Alright, dioxide. Is positive subtract. Dioxide can be refined using a refiner with the following combination: condensed carbon, sodium nitrate, dioxide. That's fairly straightforward. So, condensed carbon. Sorry. Yes. Condensed carbon, sodium nitrate, which I can then turn into dioxide. 50 pieces of, as well as ionized cobalt. I could just take cobalt, ionize it through the refining process, and then once I have 50 pieces of each, I can create granite. Grantine rather, sorry, I misspoke. Once I have 4 pieces of those, all I need is 4 more pieces. Magno.
Yeah, you'll have to look around a little bit for Magno Gold. I do hate to cut the. Yes, I'm back, and I'm about to leave again. I didn't realize, but the driveway got full of snow, so I get to go outside and snow blow it off. So I just wanted to say goodbye for now because I do have to. Well, I'm gonna just log off and shut off my laptop, so that doesn't, I don't know, burn up the screen.
Yeah, last thing you want is dead pixels. Alright,
Yeah.
I'll see you momentarily, my friend.
Alright, I'll see you in a few moments. And to my audience, I say thank you for watching, and until next time, take it easy.